Hey guys, first off, I want to say thank you for the 100 plus subs, the support, and the feedback. You guys are amazing. And of course, have a happy new year. I hope you're having a good one. Let's get on with it. I was hoping to make a trials guide eventually down the road, but because this is a particularly difficult trial, I decided I'll just go ahead and do this now. Hopefully, it helps a few people out because a lot of people simply do not know how to approach trials, and it can be really frustrating when you have to play it over and over again, which is the case this week. Now, the tips I'm going to share aren't just for this trial, you can use them for every trial, and you should. I'll also be showing full runs of all three races. Timestamps are in the description. Let's start with the first one. Do not go into trials with untuned cars, okay? Always apply tunes to the cars that you're going to be using, otherwise you will be at a huge disadvantage. Players in trials with untuned cars are generally a burden for the rest of the team, so you need good tunes and good skills for trials. If you don't have good skills, that's okay, you can still contribute. Trials are a team-based co-op game mode, which means you need to work together with your team to beat the unbeatable AI driver task. Unbeatable AI has been bugged since launch, is super unrealistic and very fast and a general pain to deal with. Horizon 5's known issues page never added the issue correctly, but as of right now it is listed as fixed, so we'll find out in the update, which should be out in the next 4 to 5 days. In order to win the trials, your team needs to win 2 out of 3 races. The races are not about winning, but rather about scoring points. Each AI you pass gets you 100 points and the winner gets 50 extra points. The same scoring system applies to the AI as well. Your focus should not be to win each race, but rather about passing AI and holding positions throughout the race. The way you do that is by driving correctly and not hurting your teammates throughout the race. Do not ram into teammates, do not use teammates to go around corners, do not use teammates to break your car. You are not competing with other players, you are competing with the AI only. Sometimes mistakes do happen and that's okay, but you cannot do these things on purpose or out of ignorance and still expect to win trials. Now this next tip may come as a surprise to you, it showed it to me. When the V8 gods created cars, they also created brakes to slow down the cars. So please learn to use brakes. Brake whenever the braking line tells you to brake. Brake when you are going around a blind corner. Don't speed through blind corners because chances are you will start to go off-road, and when you brake at that point you will lose control. Going fast through corners and bends isn't going to help you win. You always want to be in complete control of the car. The AI will give you plenty of opportunities to pass it, and when you are in control you will be able to do so. If you don't have a high skill level, it's okay. Braking and driving correctly still allows you to hold on to your position, and it's always very easy to get past the last two AI. So if you do that and hold your position, you are still contributing to the team. Now this last step is super important. I see a lot of people complaining about winning all three trial races, but still losing the trial due to teammates. Now let me be clear. If you are skilled enough to take the lead and win all races in a trial, then first off, that's amazing. Well done. Good job. Kudos to you. But if you still lose the trial despite winning all three races, then it's your fault that you lost. I know, not what you expected. The AI in the game latches itself onto the lead player. So the faster that you go, the faster the AI in front and behind you goes. Which means teammates who are already lagging will never be able to catch up. If you are skilled enough to take the lead, then it is your job to slow down the AI and let teammates pass you by. Hey, I don't like it any more than you do, but you can always go back to playing the trial 5+ times every week. I will be honest, slowing down the AI requires a lot of skill as well as practice, but once you understand it, it's very easy to do. The AI will always follow the driving line on bends and corners, so these are the best places to brake and slow down the AI. Just make sure to hold the inside line on corners. On tight corners, you can slow down to a crawl, and as long as you cover the driving line, the AI will not pass you by. On straights, however, you do need to be fast, otherwise the AI does pass you, but small brake checks do work as well on straights, provided you can look back and check AI positions. Something else to keep in mind, if you are trying to take the lead, then at some point the lead AI is going to activate NOS and leave you in the dust. This will usually be made clear about 25% of the way into the race. When this happens, it is pointless to try and catch them. Instead, focus on slowing down the AI behind you. You only need to hold position 3 in order to make this method work. Hold position 3, slow down the AI, let teammates pass you, get those points and an easy win. Now on the other hand, if you don't have the skill to be able to do this, if you are lagging behind during the race and you see another player going slow, braking constantly and slowing down the AI, do not ram into them. I cannot stress this enough. Do not ram into them. You do not mess with the player who is trying to help you win. Be patient, they will give you an opening to pass them. If you want to learn how to slow down the AI, watch the next part of this video. These are all the tips you really need to win trials. If you have suggestions of your own, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you ever need help clearing any trial, let me know and I'll help you out. What follows now is a full race showing you how to brake check and slow down the AI. I've provided on-screen instructions about everything that I do during the race. After that, I show you how to run all 3 trial races. The runs may not be perfect, but I ran the trial 16 times in order to record all gameplay you saw. I am exhausted and do not have the patience to run it again, so this will have to do. You know the drill. If you find the video helpful, be sure to subscribe, like and comment. This is Big Head Django. Happy New Year, have fun and stay safe.